Welcome back to Beer Gut Mondays. That's Dan. This is Joe.
Hello.
You think you've seen this all once before, maybe twice. But this time it's coming down with a different beer. Let's see. Boulevard Smokestack Series. And the beer is called the Sixth Glass Quadrupel Ale. It is made by the Boulevard Brewing Company in Kansas City, Missouri. Whoa. 10.5% alcohol.
What?
Yeah. Gonna be a little bit crazy this time.
Nice.
12 ounces.
You can see the bottle right here.
There. We're making it float at the moment.
Yes.
The Sixth Glass is a deep and mysterious libation, dark auburn and full body. Tempting aromas of date and fig precede a malty roundness and a warming finish that fairly begs for another taste. They didn't really tell us a lot in that.
No.
They're trying to be a little bit more mysterious. But the bottle's very dark, so it's also hard to see inside. My friend here said that he saw some sediment down at the bottom.
A lot of sediment.
A lot of it.
Well,
We don't have the right lighting. No,
Okay.
I can't.
Okay, that's alright. When you pour it, you will see it come out.
Oh my, yeah, I see that now. Whoa.
Yeah.
This is going to be interesting. We have the first pour, sir.
Cool.
See those chunks roll over.
I think it all came in yours.
That's a pretty good color, though. I like that.
Yeah.
Sure doesn't look like anything.
No.
Maybe that's good.
So it definitely looks like a amber color, more so on the blue moon side.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Yep.
A very light amber.
Yeah.
Definitely not like some of our past beers.
It smells like. Oh, I should have read this.
You should or shouldn't have.
Shouldn't have. Because I was gonna say, now that I said blue moon, I was gonna say orange. And now that I read the date and the fig, I definitely pull that out as well.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't smell orange in this at all. But I don't know what date or fig smell like. I'm having a hard time getting anything.
Maybe there's no smell. Maybe.
Well, I don't have the best nose, so. Yeah, I'm getting zero smell actually.
Really?
I can barely even smell that it's a beer in the glass.
You trying too hard.
If I try little, will I breathe in more?
No, doesn't. Maybe you just smell it too hard. Likely.
No.
No.
Not a very powerful aroma.
No,
I'll certainly
not at all.
say that.
But when you taste it, okay.
See how it'll go?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, wow, cheers.
Whoa.
Yeah.
This is definitely not going to be like a beer you've ever tasted before.
Right. The mouthfeel is very light.
What is a date?
A date?
Mm.
Date is when a guy or a girl, or two guys and two girls, go out.
Good cover.
I'm just saying. Now, a date is a prune. No. A date is kind of fruit.
That I knew.
Yep. I think it relates to a prune or a plum.
Mm-hmm. Wait, is that the almost orangey type of one? Ooh, excuse me. Or is that like a candied date or something?
I think it's the apricot.
Oh, you're right. I was thinking of an apricot. So we don't know what a date is, unfortunately.
But it tastes good.
Yeah.
This beer tastes good. It's a little sweet.
No.
Not bitter at all.
No. It's almost
It's fruity.
it's almost like champagne.
Mm.
Not nearly as bubbly, but if you take a very small sip, you kind of get the same bubble explosion and the same crisp taste and the same fruity taste that you would get from or sparkling wine or champagne.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd say a lot like that actually.
Yeah. Not a champagne drinker, unfortunately.
Mmm. I think this is spectacular.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know what date tastes like, but I would go out and buy some now.
A few. A couple.
That was important to override my son.
Yep. How about fig? Do you know what a fig is?
Yes, I had a fig tree growing up in Florida.
You're from Florida?
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
surprisingly, with this dark tan skin I have.
Paleness. Why you? I can't see over
Pelosity.
here. I can't. Yeah. You're like radiating. You're like radiating.
Swing! This was supposed to be like sun noises.
Maybe I'll edit some things on you.
Oh god, I'm gonna turn into Edward Cullen.
But yeah, it's a pretty good beer.
Back to beer. Yeah.
Yep. What would you eat it with?
Mmm. Well, it's already very fruity.
Right. Dessert beer. Definitely dessert beer.
If you're looking for an after dinner drink, I doubt you'll find one at a restaurant, but
It's definitely a summer beer. Definitely a summer beer, in my opinion. Or even fall or not winter. Definitely not winter. Because it is very refreshing, very fruity. Reminds me of summertime, springtime, fall.
I mean, going by that sort of description, that's true. But I mean, I feel like you can drink or eat anything, any time of year, any time of day even, but to say that it has the characteristics of a summery beer, I guess that makes sense. But I would certainly drink this beer any day.
Agreed.
Regardless of the temperature outside.
Which is actually pretty warm today.
Yeah. Nice, gorgeous day.
Snow on the ground.
But it was too windy out to film outside, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Not to mention cars.
It's from Florida.
Pterodactyls. I've adjusted better than most you northern folk.
But yeah, we're not getting into the sediment that I was talking about. Maybe we do one of these things. We do one of these things. Give you some. The rest of it. Yeah, there's. See it? The white specks on the bottom. You look at the top. The bottom.
No.
No? Oh, okay. If you look like this.
I see bubbles.
You don't see sediment?
What it looks like in there compared to what it looked like in here are pretty different.
Right.
They were like good sized chunks, whereas now it's not that that changes the beer at all.
That's right.
Just something to be observed upon.
It does not seem like a 10.5 alcohol content beer.
No, that's certainly true.
It's very light, which is really bad.
Yeah, dangerous. This is definitely an unfiltered beer as well.
Of course, there's crap in it.
I hope not.
Alright, on to ratings. You just licked your glass.
Yeah, there had been one drop that had been falling down.
I don't want to know.
It was sexy.
Yeah, on to rating. I rate it. It's a good beer. It's a great beer. Let's say an 8.
An 8?
Yeah, an 8. I do like this beer, but it's not a beer I would drink all the time. Maybe once in a while. Maybe once a month. If that. It's a good beer. I like it.
See, I want to give it a 9, but I don't know if I'm going to. I think it's a spectacular beer, certainly worthy of a 9. But like he said, I don't know if I would drink this every day. It is pretty sweet, and it is pretty distinctive. I think if you drank it every day, it would kind of ruin some of the mystique, and it wouldn't be nearly as good. But that, again, shouldn't change the rating. But the rating is subjective anyway. I can make it whatever I want.
That's right. You know what? Go on. Before you give your little score thing, to be honest with you, when you say you like fruity beers and I don't know, like craft beers, this is the kind of beer I would like you to drink. Not like what 7 weeks ago, when you were like, oh, I like fruity beer, and we had the watermelon beer, which you can see right here-ish.
Do we have to bring up the watermelon beer every
time?
The viewers are going to be very aggravated.
No, they're not.
About this every single week. Yes, it was a terrible beer.
It was a terrible beer. You can see it right here.
And it's not something I could have known before we tried it.
Right. But with that being said, this is the kind of beer that if you like fruitier beers and you still want a beer consistency or beer taste, this beer taste, this is the kind of beer you want to drink. Because it's a fruitier beer, and like I've been saying in the past couple of videos, I like darker beers. But if I were to drink a fruitier beer, this would be it. Because it's good. Not like some over-the-top fruity beer that is trying to be a fruit beer. This is a sweet beer that has a lot of fruit in it, but it still tastes like a good quality beer.
Alright, next week I think I'm going to try to find like a banana kiwi beer and force it down upon him.
And I will not be here to drink it.
I'll have a Dan substitute.
That's right. So
you weren't going to change your number after all that spiel?
No.
Okay.
I'm just trying to help you out. Because you said it's very burr.
It did say burr. You got me there.
I know. So,
I'm going to go with 8. Simply because it's a spectacular beer, but now that I'm like thinking about it and just from drinking it, this isn't something that I could have more than one of, I don't think. And that's going back to saying it was an after dinner drink where you've already had a big meal, you've probably already had some other drinks, and then you had this at the end to kind of complement everything. If you were just at home and you had more than 2 of these, you probably wouldn't be interested in anymore. They are like very sweet.
It is very sweet.
It's not bad, but it's powerful, and you don't want a lot of powerful things in general. You want kind of like bland or kind of right in the middle, so you can have a lot of something if you want to. But that's why I'm going to keep it at an 8, only because it's for special occasions. Right. Excuse me, I feel.
And plus, it's a sipping beer. You know, laying on the couch after your huge.
Well, I mean, as opposed to what, a chugging beer?
Yeah.
Do you want to label any sort of beer a chugging beer?
No, not necessarily.
Exactly.
But what I'm saying is it's very light. It's not like a Guinness or even like a Lion Stout, which you can look back and see what we did there. But it's not a light beer like I can't think of the craft beer we tried that was very light. The Southern Tier. We were outside. It was very light. That's I'm gonna say that's a chugging beer, but that's a beer that can go down very easily.
I hope no craft beers are chugging beers.
Right.
Maybe like
what's
that really bad one? Ice? Natty Ice. I guess you could say that that's a chugging beer.
That's not craft beer.
No, not at all. That's what I was saying. I was hoping no craft beer would be a chugging beer.
Right. But with that being said, this is definitely a second beer, as opposed to that 7 tier ale or lager or whatever.
It's very nice.
It's very nice.
I like it.
Okay, well, I'm gonna finish this last sip of beer. That's a big sip, but we'll see you next week. Enjoy your week. Hopefully, this will make you less stressed. Our comedy. Because yeah, 3 week. Cheers.
Au revoir.